Hello everyone, this is your Roy Hector Paloma, and for today's video, I'm gonna show you how my code and explanations in regards with the SQL integration using VB programming. So, since our sir instructed us to create a task, which is experiment number 5, and here are the things and procedures to do. So in task 1, I will have to create a database. So all of this from 1 to 20, I already created here in the Visual Studio. Then I created a comment so that it will give me a guide for us to understand my code. So as you can see here, it is said that 1, I have to create a database using last name, then as my database. So I created a database since this is the syntax, then Paloma DB for the name, variable name of my database. So all I have to do is to create, then execute it. So you can see it's executed. Next is to create a 2 tables, student details and class schedules, and supplies a given data as provided below. So you will have a student number, code, course number should be in a primary key. It means that when we enter another duplicate one, it will never accept another info that has the same value, especially in student number, code, and course, because each one of these are unique. So as you can see here, I created a primary key so that if I ever type a student number with the same value, it will never accept it. So as I created this, so this is the syntax, and if we executed it, the table will be created. Then another table will be created since it's given and it's requested. So as you can see, I already create a table. Since we already create a table, now we should enter datas in the table. So these are the syntax of the table. Insert into, then the name of the table, then the variables. The variables are here. So then values, which is the values of each variables. So as you can see, all of my variables are varchar since most of my values has symbols and names. I cannot use integers because there are a lot of characters, so it will be easy for me to choose varchar. The same goes for my class schedule. As you can see here, the syntax are the same. Insert into, then the name of the table, the variables, and the values. So let's proceed to showing of the table. As you can see, are we done inserting tables? Let's see. As we insert the table, so a new row will be inserted. Then here is the second one. So as we execute it, the table will now be inserted. So in order for us to show the tables, we have to create this code so that we can see the results. As you can see, the tables are created. It has 2 tables. First is the student details, then the class schedule. As you can see, even though I input art appreciation, I don't know why numerical methods is in front. There's something wrong maybe of my app, but it's already been given. So as you can see, it's all the datas are correct. Then for that number 3, we need to update the birthplace by adding the name of the barangay. So as you can see in my second table, there will be, I know my first table, my birthplace is IPH of Maasin. Oh, there's something wrong with my data. So we have to change this since birthplace. And so note that when you create a table, you must be accurate. Like if you put here, then it must be similar to here. So as you can see, let's recheck it so that our data will be correct. So second semester will be after the birthplace. So there's an error here, so we just need to alternate it so that our data will be correct. So here it is. Let's just redo the table I created here for other purposes. So now I already deleted the table. By the way, that code is for deleting, so I must create another table for the first one. Then insert it again. So voila, I already inserted. Then as you can see, it's now correct as long as you do the proper placement of values. So now let's change this birthplace into student number. With the corresponding student number, we have to change it to my barangay. So as we update it and select this from student details, means it will display all the details. So in the table 1, so as you can see, it has been changed. It has been updated. Then for the 4, create a query that will view all the records where Buhayang J will be displayed. So any values or records that has Buhayang J will display. So this is the code or the syntax for searching a certain thing or value. Since it's the teacher, so we should put teacher. So that's all. As you can see earlier, before it has 3 data. So let's recheck in this class schedule. So see, it has 3. If you do this syntax, it will be easier for us. So as you can see, it has 3. Then for the 5th one, anything that has EE212 and Ancheta. So as you can see, here will be displayed. Since it's and, both of that will true and it will also be displayed. Then for the 6th one, this is the code. So since or, any values that has CPE222 and Casilisi will display it. Then for the 7, all records in the column started with A will be replaced. Since my course title in our ORF is Art Appreciation and Art Assembly and Assembly Language Laboratories. You can see here, all of the A's are displayed since all of our class schedule has 3 A's, C1, 2, and 3. Then for the 8, select all from the class schedule that has appreciation before or after rather. So it will display here since the appreciation rather is in the art after. So or appreciation is appeared. So next is select all the records in starting with C or followed by E or any character between the C and E and a special character or number, then to L. So here is the code and syntax. We're using the like So here are the code, and we're using the like, so this would be the code. As you can see, let's run it. So here is the code. Then let's go fast forward. Here are the code for the course that has CPE in the first, as you can see. And it said that course number and course title should only be displayed. So we have to select course and that instead of asterisk. Then select number 2 for schedule, since our schedule before is numerical methods and fundamental in the first place. So whatever in the first place, as you can see here in our class schedule, it is in the first place. So numerical method and fundamental and electronic lab. So next will be the alter table. In order to delete the schedule, as you can see in our schedule, we have here. So we just delete this. Using this syntax, alter table, then the name of the drop column schedule, which is, we want to delete the schedule. So as you can see, no schedule has been appeared. So in 13, we have to add room and day and time, which means that we have to put another column that will display. So as you can see here, let's just check it. So see, there's no data in the room and day and time, but we inserted a new column, which is row and day and time, since it's already asked in 13. So in order to put the data, since it said that the deleted column will be putted in exact, so it's just segregating or separating the data in the schedule. So as you can see here, now it's already been given. Then for the 14, we just create another code and insert grade. So here are the codes. So in order to be shortcut, let's just all highlight it and execute. Wait, there's something wrong. So as you can see, I execute this, then execute this, then execute this, so that it will be displayed. So as you can see, there are now grades according to the text. See, GSS will have 88.976 grade. So GSS, where is the GSS here? 88.976. It's correct. In order to be correct, we have, since the code is, as we said earlier, primary key, since it's primary key, it would be easier for us to find the specific grade of each of the schedules. Then for the 15, in order to write as SQL average grade, here are the syntax. It's 90.346 from the schedule. So if you add all this grade, the average will be 90. Then for the sum of the units, if you add all the sum of the units, so it's 26. So as you can see, 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1, you will sum up into 26. Then it's for the 17. Here is the code. Select upper teacher as teacher in uppercase, since it's asked in 17. Here is the code. So as you can see, before in our table, we have teacher Togonon Z. Then our Togonon Z here is now in capital. See, the first number 1 is Buhayang J. Now it's in capital. Next, for 18, we have to lowercase this class schedule. So here are the code or syntax for the class schedule lowercase. So you have to put lower, then the name of the variable, then the name of the column. So from the class schedule, since the table is in this class schedule, so as you can see, code name in lowercase, it's CP2A. Since all of the CP2A here, all the letters here are in capital in the table original. So as you manipulate it, so it changes into small. Then for the finding of the length of the course number, we have to use this syntax. So as you can see here, these are the codes. So 7, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it has 7 numbers of characters in the code number. Then, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same goes to EE. We have L, so it's 8. Then for the 20, we have to round off the grade into hundreds. Since it's hundreds, we have 2 decimals in tenth and hundreds place. As you can see in the grade, you have 93.019. If you round off this to the nearest hundreds, you get 93.2. So these are the grade. And that's all for my code. Thank you for listening, and God bless. So here are all my codes, and if you want to delete all the codes, you just drop database Paloma DB, which is the name of my database, and drop table student details, the name of my table first, and the name of the second table. And that's all. Thank you.